way too many.
It's so good. Is it a pad?
Or a phone. Or a phone in a pad.
Boom. Pad phone.
Pad phone.
Hello.
I think more people
Hello.
should title something pad phone.
Hello.
Ha. Ha. Ha.
Bum bum bum
Hofba.
bum 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 bum.
Hofba. Ha. Ha.
It's just there's a little bit of a delay in the audio.
Weird. Weird.
A little bit, huh? Boom 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 boom. See? It's just there's a delay.
Yeah, what is that though? I don't like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, as long as it works, I guess.
They're not gonna know there's a delay.
Is that a test from you?
Yeah, I think so.
Is you connected? App-wise?
Okay, there we go.
Make sure you just...
Oh, it does that, though. That's annoying.
Does what?
Alright. Well, it brings out my home, back, and open apps button. It's annoying. What are you...
I was mocking you.
Why?
Just make sure you can
I don't
see
know.
the chat.
Yeah, I can see the chat. It's a little hard to send.
Remember, if something funny happens, tell me about it. If
No,
you're gonna have
I'm-
this, at least let them see the roll up.
Cool.
There you go.
I'm gonna go get
Roll
my
up the
iPad.
win.
Actually, it's gonna work way better.
Roll up
'cause
the win.
I can't have the app sideways. I have to have it. I have to have it landscape, not horizontal.
You didn't have to justify to me. I didn't say no.
It's like when Mark was asked, he's like, I need to get whatever. I was like, yeah, okay. Well, I need it because of blah, 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 and blah, blah,
I
and
know.
Leah needs this. I'm like,
I know.
I don't care.
I said okay.
Yeah.
I trust. You're not going to tell me we need this stupid thing frivolously.
Let me fucking unlock this thing.
No kidding.
Oh shit!
We're live, so I'm not saying it.
Wonder if this will
Just
work.
kidding.
Well, you know what? We got 6%. I'm gonna test it. We'll see if it works.
It's at 6%.
Should be good.
Good grief.
Listen, it was at 58 2 days ago. I haven't used it at all.
My Vita's been at 50 for like 4 weeks.
There are days I just want to punch him.
Me or him?
You.
Why?
Somebody's
What'd I
chatting,
do?
Sam, and you're missing it.
Listen.
Sam.
No, there's no listening.
Sam, you're the chat manager. Get in there.
Skankies.
What'd you call us?
Skanks.
Oh, okay.
Escape.
I thought he said something offensive.
Skankies. What are we, episode
The
77?
chair to my left is empty.
Yes, we are episode 77. Ah, volume.
Can we put a picture of him there?
Picture of
Where?
Matt.
Yeah.
I was actually gonna say, I'm gonna go get some of the like beard clippings from the bathroom.
Okay, that might be weird.
Can we just water them and then it grows?
And by the way, Ether is high.
Hi, Ithor.
Hi, Heather.
He just reminded me, can you please go over my topic? It won't be valid after this week. And he says, yes, I'm pouting. Yes, we're answering it, don't worry.
We're not.
We're covering shit.
Oh, yeah.
I do this.
I'm not wearing my Pelican shirt this week.
The video to this.
I have
I
no
almo-
idea why, but I thought you were going with pants.
No, it's interesting
Please,
because I
let's
almost
not.
wore it again. And I think that would have been 3 weeks in a row. And I'm just like, okay, I like Uncharted. But wearing the same shirt every Monday is going to make people think that I only have one shirt. And to be honest, I pretty much only wear that shirt. But
Just because I wash it every night.
yeah. I bought my mother-in-law a new laundry set for her birthday this week.
Did you?
Oh.
Brewer, out of nowhere, I asked him if I could use his truck or if he can come. And same day, he was like, yeah, let me check Costco.
Brewer's
And
the
I tried,
shit, man.
Then I tried to give him money, and he wouldn't take it. And then I called him names for not taking my money. And then I called him out in our group me chat, and I said, you're taking this money? And he's like, nope. And I'm like, you're a dick.
Group me.
I forgot. Why did I send you a message in group me earlier asking where you were? Are you coming?
He's being really quiet, guys.
Yeah, he's being really
yeah, I was
quiet.
gonna say, I'm like, Josh isn't
I
gonna
keep
be grouped
forgetting that
anymore.
he's back to like a 1998 phone.
It's not a 98 phone.
You might want to take. Oh shit, it's still charging.
Yeah.
I'm
Keep
done.
your phone vertically.
It can't. It automatically puts it in portrait.
Okay,
landscape.
so what's the big deal there? So don't type back to them.
Yeah, we just won't talk to
Just,
them ever.
just make sure you get their chat.
Yeah. They're like, hey guys, we heard you.
Okay.
I want to see.
We will bring you the podcast momentarily as Sam works out these technical issues because Matt's not here.
It's okay. Together we can work through this.
We can.
Oh,
We can't.
Well.
We're done.
that's better.
I'm sorry that I touched your cord.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I don't know why I'm just OCD like
Wait,
that.
we are bright. Don't be like this, you damn skank.
Yeah.
I'm noticing an underlying theme with you
If
today.
you start broadcasting, your friends' chats will be here. I'm broadcasting. Why aren't
Are
they
you
there?
connected to this PlayStation or your own?
This one. I'm not that dumb. Pretty dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
It's not about being that... Okay, pass me my phone. It's probably charged enough for this.
Second screen. I'm gonna work this out.
You don't need to be in AR Studio after this. That's the problem.
What?
You need to be second screen and then just go to chat. Don't go to AR Studio.
But if I do second screen, it brings me to AR Studio. Then I have to hit the chat button.
Yeah.
Someone write something. I want to see if it comes through here.
Here, can I see that? Just let me see the screen for a second. Do you have it set to...
I'm just trying to entertain people.
Huh. Just go to YouTube and chat there.
Yeah, why am I not using YouTube on my phone?
I don't know. Because it probably works a lot easier that way.
This game's just a flag.
For those of you who can't...
That's why, because I was going to watch that.
For those of you who can't see, he just put his iPad in a frying pan on top of the stove, hoping that me or Josh isn't going to turn on said burner.
Well, I think we all know how foolish that hope is.
We're missing people. They're talking to us.
Listen, I'm
comments!
Sam's going to miss them all.
They're probably telling me how awesome we are.
Matt is not here, but here in spirit.
He is here in spirit. Who says that, Nanu?
I'm leaving if I don't see Matt in 2 minutes.
Who said that?
1-800 the Drew.
Oh,
He's not here, sorry.
And then he said Jake.
Yeah, I know, but we'll explain that in the first of the podcast. And I think we explained it last week too, but we'll make sure everybody knows. I feel thinner this week.
I don't.
You feel thinner?
I've lost 17 pounds.
Nice. Good job.
Olivia sent me a picture of all the working out she's done.
I don't work out.
I'm not going to say anything mean.
Okay, just
like
she's saying she looked good.
She looked good.
Like, I got my daddy weight on. I need to lose this. I ain't no dad.
Oh, can I use that as an excuse?
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
fat because I'm a dad.
I'm still carrying a little holiday weight.
Holiday child. Everyone knows.
Alright, we're going to get this started.
My
here.
youngest is 3 now, but I'm still carrying that daddy weight.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Are you talking to the right of the table or my right? Because if you're talking your right, you're talking about me. I think I might be talking about Matt.
What?
He says everyone knows I'm here for the sexy dude on the right. No homo. If you're looking at the screen, I'm on the right.
Yeah, probably a joke. But
Aether says congrats.
Congrats, my
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, used to.
I'm not working out, but I'm not eating bad stuff.
Which is
I'm not
the
eating-
first.
I'm not-
Actually, I do all of my cooking right now.
You should.
This is reminding me of another podcast that I listen to who talks about food and everybody gets mad at them because they talk about food for 15 minutes before they start the podcast. But I'm going to do it anyway. I cook all of my food now because me and my wife both hate cooking, and that was our biggest problem and why we ate fast food so much. We cook all of it on Sunday for the entire week.
My wife loves cooking, and that's why I'm fat. I'm sure of it. She made a big meal, and then she's like, we're going to have an apple pie.
I made all of this for you. I made all of this for supper. The kids have already eaten, and I just want this piece of apple. I just want this apple slice. We're going to start in 2 minutes, guys. We're a little bit later, but Sam needed to figure out the chat, and he's got that figured out now. So.
I got it working.
I mean, I don't want to say it's all Sam's fault.
I'm drinking my anti-sick medicine, I guess.
Anti-sick medicine. Coffee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coffee is the anti-everything bad medicine.
Yeah, because I'm going to roll this bitch up and then say, Civic! And I'm going to take cash value. That'll be 20 grand richer. 20 grand is kind of a stretch, isn't it?
That's
more
a
like
big
16?
stretch.
16?
Yeah, you're looking at 16, maybe 15.5.
Because it's only...
Depending on how much they haggle you.
Listen,
Listen, you walk out of here today, we'll give you 13, but no more. The cars were 16. It doesn't matter, though, because you're talking about taxes and warranties and stuff. You're not getting any of that. We're just giving you the residual value of the parts.
Windshield wiper warranty, man.
I think the cost on a car is $2,000. I think they just sell it for $16.
They upsell them?
Yes. It's like furniture.
No. It's the price of a car is $2,000, but with an empty gas tank. Jumps it up by 14 just for the gas.
Yeah.
And wiper blade warranty might actually be worth it.
Found out my Buick can take...
it's so sad. And Sam, no supporting Tim's on the podcast. From Matt Bird!
Hey, you know Matty!
You're just jealous you're not here with the fucking Tim's cup. Fuck you.
No, Matt, can you actually run the chat for us then?
Listen!
He'll make sure that everything's going okay, and Sam's doing a fine job. Leave him alone.
I'm going to be better than Matt because I'm going to interrupt when someone asks a question or says something funny like, man, Mike wants us to. Word, bitch.
I don't know what you're doing over here.
What just happened? I don't feel comfortable.
It's a caffeine rush. This is the first coffee I've had in like 3 months.
Good lord. I don't know what you're doing, but there's finger snapping and waving.
I am channeling my inner...
We got head bobbing
sassy woman?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a safe word.
All right,
sassy woman?
We're going to get started. Everybody ready?
It's safe, right?
All right.
Game face.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the LaggSpike podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Mike Chalice. Alongside, we have no Matt Bird today. That's where I'm going first.
I was going to say, are you about to start with Josh?
No, the man with the beard actually has been transferred. We mentioned this last podcast to another store.
To a better place.
To a better place.
Okay, nobody calls that place a better place.
It's true. It smells there, and it's not. It's got a better mall. We'll give him that.
I was stating heaven, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's not dead.
He will probably. I'm pretty sure he's going to be with us next week, and he'll be with us as much as he possibly can
afford.
Yeah. Well, and I'll go down and get him and stuff.
You know what?
I have no problem
we should help him out. Let's all pitch in. $100,
just
and we can help him get a car.
Just as a thought, we move the podcast later. We all just drive down there, do it there, and come back.
Matt, I know you're listening. I will buy a new car if you want to take over payments on my tracks. Can't have the Buick though because my wife just loves it too much.
Oh, thank you.
Wait. Now, this is the important question. Are the payments on a Trax more than what a new car would be? If you bought a used car on the internet?
No, because I traded in my truck to get this.
Oh,
so it's actually, I think my payments are like 150, 60 bi-weekly.
This is probably where Matt would remind us that we're a gaming podcast.
Yes. So Matt's not here this week. He'll be here as much as he can. But we have
a phone, you damn jerk.
But we have Josh Quigley.
That's me.
And Mr. Gloom and Doom himself, who seems to be a little bit chipper, even though he's sick, Mr. Sam Landry.
And he's been bobbing his head around and waggling his finger.
Kathy.
We got a great show planned for you today. We are going to talk about EA pulling out of E3, Bethesda having yet another press conference and what that could be about, and we answer a couple of listener questions. But before we do that...
We just want to know if pulling out works.
Yes, we do. We're going to dive into that, head first, if you will, a little bit later in the show. That you set me up for that. That was good. Going in! What have we been doing this week, though? What have we been doing this week? What have we been playing, Sam? What games have you been playing?
Siege,
and that's it?
A whole lot of Siege.
Yeah.
No, I played this other game. It starts with a D. It's the Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay. Xbox.
Yeah.
And Matt did the Link player thing. I got a shader, I got an emblem, I got a sword.
Do those matter anymore?
It's alright. It's fun. Shader's all gray and black. It's pretty cool.
Haven't touched Destiny, but I did pick up Siege on your recommendation, and I must say I am enjoying it. Before I start talking about my games, have you played anything other than that?
Siege
and Destiny? No?
I played Ark.
Okay. Not very much so.
League. Played the new character in League.
Okay.
He's OP as sin.
They always are when they come out. So I was playing Siege, and I would actually recommend it as well. One thing that Sam didn't mention to me when he was trying to make the case and try and get other people to get it is that this game should not have been named after Tom Clancy or Rainbow Six and not called Siege. It should have been called G.I. Joe's The Fucking Game. Because every operator has a cheesy as hell but badass as fuck awesome name like Rook and Castle and Jaeger and Bandit.
The one you'd like, he's the Canadian attacking guy from the, the Joint Task Force 2 is what our secret service military's called or whatever.
It sounds really mundane, like a Canadian Task Force would.
His name is Buck.
Yep.
Because He's got an underbarrel shotgun mounted shotgun on his assault
assault rifle.
My words got mixed up there. Yeah. Sorry. But you know what I mean, though.
Anyway.
I know what you mean.
His name's Buck.
Going on to that.
You meant about 30 seconds into you.
Going on to that, more onto Siege, though, to get my point across, is that I thought it was going to be more like Call of Duty, where the more you play, the more guns you unlock and things like that.
Yeah, same.
And I thought that progression system, because I don't like that, because the people who play the most typically have advantage, because I always found that I had to play a whole bunch of Call of Duty to get like the AUG or the M4, because those are much more accurate guns and much easier to use. But this is not like that. Every character that you choose, you have to unlock the operator, and they each have either 1 or 2 guns you can choose from, and then you can just add sights to them. They don't have a bajillion different guns to choose from. And as much as some people say that's limited, I think that's awesome, because nobody's OP.
No,
it's impossible.
It's luck of the draw.
Yes.
Basically. Right now, there's some with the new patch or DLC they added. It kind of glitched out the game severely. Let's put it this way: headshots don't always register.
Yeah,
which is.
I'd love to be able to get shot in the head.
Which is a big, like there's a number of times where I shot a guy square in the forehead and I still die.
Yeah, but moving on from that, Siege is really good. Me and Sam are going to be playing that tonight, hopefully with our friend Ryan, and if we are, I'm going to try and stream that as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, let's stream it too.
I would also like to say thank you to everybody who was with me. Or you just disconnected. Okay, good. Black bar comes up when you do that. So just don't connect or anything to the PlayStation app again. Okay?
Well, PlayStation app isn't running, but okay.
But it just disconnected, so anyway, it's good. Thank you everybody who joined me this morning. I had a really busy day today, but in the middle of all of the appointments I had with dog grooming and things like that, I did get to stream Gone Home, which was a roller coaster hour and a half of emotion for me. If anybody watched it, they might have actually seen me getting really close to the point where I was going to cry, because I was thinking like it was a very depressing story and things like that. But very, very good game. Enjoyed that. You can see that on YouTube now, I'm sure. I also platinumed The Fucking Witness this week.
Yeah.
Fuck that game. Holy crap, that platinum was hard to get. That one trophy, and I'm not going to spoil it.
Was Diablo easier than this?
Yes, because Diablo just required time.
Ah, I see.
This was over 100 attempts at this one trophy, easily. And I finally did it. I'm going to explain to Matt how to do it a little bit, because there is a way to make it slightly easier. But yeah, anyway, did that. Witness is very, very good, although there's a lot of people that are giving it some backlash, because if you're colorblind or any sort of, you can't actually play the game. I understand that, and if you have sound problems, you can't actually finish the game.
Is unfortunate, but
I mean,
don't have problems.
No, but it's true though. How is he supposed to? This is the game you wanted to create.
There should have been a warning of some sort,
maybe
saying there were colors are involved and so are sounds. So at least maybe those people can get a refund somehow.
Maybe. I'm sure they could make an argument, but I mean that's true with almost any game sometimes too. Because I would argue in Siege. When I'm playing that, sound is really important because I can hear where people are walking.
Yeah, like Siege last night.
Especially in a game where you can shoot through every goddamn wall there is.
The really nice thing is, though, if I die, like I died last night, and Mike was trying to kill the guy who killed me, managed to kill him, but then there was another person in the room. I need to either get better at communication, or you need to just listen more.
No, Sam, we've been saying you need to get better at communication since, we met.
Okay, so this is what happened last night. I was trying to get the other guy, and he said he's around the corner. So the room does, and I'll draw it for you guys watching. You go in the room, there's a door here, then there's a corner.
Yeah.
Then there's another corner.
Well, I was expecting you to keep turning because you saw there was another room. You backed into that room with your back.
That's all right.
I was like,
it wasn't around this corner. Clearly, he can't be around the next.
Easily had one of their easiest kills ever in that game. There was I don't know if I should shoot him.
I had a pretty epic kill before this morning when I was playing a little bit. I had the sniper and there was only one guy left. But I jumped back to enter a window, and I started swinging forward and just headshot it because he peeked around the corner. Anyway.
1-800-THE-DREW says, one of the requirements for working at NASA now is platinuming the witness.
Yeah, I bet you. Has anybody seen that video where people can't stop seeing puzzles in the world, and it's this guy tracing with his finger a wheelchair button for a door, and he goes... And then he pushes it in, and the door opens, and I was just like, oh, dear Lord.
Did you guys watch or read the article of the guy who beats it in 28 minutes? He beats it in half an hour by doing the most amount of puzzles needed. I think it was 150
to get
as of now. But that's not even least amount you can do it in.
Yeah.
The actual creator of the game says it's even smaller than that. No one's been able to try, to figure out
the way you can do
amount,
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is a few ways to do it. I was talking to a friend, and there's a certain area of the game where you don't actually have to do all these like random.
Well, the treehouse area that Matt was talking about, you don't have to do that.
No.
Like, you basically go do the castle, the bamboo area.
But don't keep going. But yes, and that's exactly where we were going with that. But that's enough of what I've been playing this week. Josh, have you played anything?
I played a bunch of The Witcher 3, got back into that.
Yep.
And I've been having fun with it. Nice. Going around dismembering people. Played a little bit of Metal Gear Solid. I still haven't beat that game.
Good game.
And yeah, it's so good. I really enjoyed it. And I played some more... can't think of it now. Dying Light. Just because I thought The Walking Dead started this week, it starts next week.
The following
TV show?
Yeah.
Starts up again?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
the season starts up again
apparently it's good.
next Sunday. Okay. So I'm going to be playing it around that, just getting because those two go kind of.
It's nice that you're all caught up because you sort of fell back. We were behind us all when we were playing Dying Light. Now, when we start the following, you'll probably be with us because Matt has to wait at least a week before he starts that, which is no worries for us because I'm not going to be playing it until at least then.
I still need to platinum the game, seeing as how me and you are probably the only.
I'm not platinumed.
You're not platinum, but
I don't really.
I've
never been a trophy person.
My biggest thing is I told Matt is like you need to do the kick 100 zombies off a roof for me because I've been drop kicking them, which apparently doesn't count, which is bullshit.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Drop kicking doesn't count.
Yeah. So Matt says I'll give it to you, but you have to get the fucking bow for me. And I'm like, I don't even have the goddamn bow. No. Fuck the bow. I
might try for you a couple times to get your platinum in The Witness, Matt, for the record, tonight.
You're going to do it for him?
I'll try. There are no promises.
Before you leave?
Because my patience will be at this point. Because when I got that trophy and finished the game, got the platinum, I shut the PlayStation. I deleted Witness off my... It's gone. Like, I can re-download it again, but I instantly uninstalled it. Like, I was like, I'm done with you.
Plug your ears for a second. Remember, Matt doesn't have physical damage on his TV, but if you drop a bucket of water on it and then let it dry, the TV just stopped working.
I'm sure they have.
I know for a fact
that you're not plugging your ears properly.
I'm trying to help here, because if you're going to break something, that's a good thing to break. He's got
now, if you pour the water in the outlet...
Yeah.
Like just use your brain.
Use your brain. Before we move on to the news, a few housekeeping notes. Please go to patreon.com/gaminglag if you like our content and you want us to make more of it. I actually thought
keep us on track.
Yeah, I thought about this week, and I don't actually explain, like, other than you giving us money and us having money to use that towards prizes and things like that. If we ever get to a certain amount, we will make, of course, more content. There's some stretch goals there, but, I mean, if we ever get to the kind of unrealistic goal of $5,000 a month, two of us will probably be quitting our jobs and becoming full-time members of this and going all out to try and make as much content as possible. So if you like us, we're not asking for a lot. We don't want you to break your banks. Go and give us $1 a month is what we're unofficially asking for. 1,000 people, $1 a month. It's good.
Get your grandmother, your grandfather, your aunt, uncle, cousins. Get them in on it.
All $1.
All house.
You will never notice $1. And last but not least, gaminglikeforums.com. Please go there, register. If you haven't yet, I know most of the people listening have, but if you have friends and stuff that like to talk about video games, go there, send us your topics, questions, anything at all, as long as it's video game related, and we will do our best to answer them if you do that. And even if we don't read it, is what I'm trying to say, we will draw your name. We will have a draw for a T-shirt every month, and we will ship that to you, even if we don't read it. So if it starts to get to the point where we're getting like 50 to 60 a month or something, which would be great, we're only going to read 2 or 3 a day, or 2 or 3 a show, but everybody will be entered. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Let's do some news. We're starting off this week with LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens, as it was revealed this week just on the heels of the launch of LEGO Marvel Avengers. What do we think about that?
No shocker.
LEGO Star Wars, you said?
LEGO Star Wars Force Awakens.
Can I play as BB-8? That's all I gotta ask.
I would imagine you can.
How would BB-8 LEGO work? But it'd be awesome. I want that.
It's just a square that goes clunk, clunk, clunk.
They have circular pieces in LEGO.
Oh, I'm sure they do. Yeah, they have everything. They're all called custom built pieces. Yeah. I found this was interesting because it's one movie to pull from, but I guess they're expanding. I don't know if you read into it at all, but they're expanding the story of The Force Awakens. So you're going to learn where C-3PO's red arm comes from. You're going to learn where there's going to be a droid thing exclusive to PS4 in it and stuff like that. But it is only one movie. Everybody was kind of on like this whole rant, like, well, they're only pulling from one movie. How's it going to be long? I'm like, I'll tell you how it's going to be long. The ship that they are on at one point, that's 2 seconds in the movie, is going to be a 40-minute level.
like how Han Solo gets onto that ship.
Yes, exactly. That's how it's going to be.
The unanswered questions,
Yes. VR Focus, a website dedicated to all VR news, reports that PlayStation VR could be half the price of Oculus Rift, costing $299.99 US, which would probably mean $349 for us Canadians.
At least.
Canadian dollars do it really bad.
Yeah. Hopefully they're able to fix that, though. But what do we think of that? Cheaper price?
Cheaper price makes it more attractive. It's
PlayStation
still too
VR.
rich for my blood, but
PlayStation VR could cost $299.99 USD. So it's probably $349,
Still not going to
$379
make
here.
it more comfortable.
I'm not
my heart set on the fact that it looks very uncomfortable. That's just me.
Yeah, I've heard that it's actually the most comfortable of all of them. But I'm excited for that because if it's $600, I was really going to have to draw a line.
Wireless, right?
No, I don't think so.
Wired? Okay, good. Because I was going to say, if it's wireless, be ready to charge it every 15 minutes with a giant light on the
it's
front.
wired with an external processor. So there's going to be a box about the size of a Wii that hooks up to your PlayStation. They've already said that. It has to until
God damn it! I need a bigger freaking bookshelf.
You need a bigger room, I think.
I'm working on that.
Yeah. Moving on.
As far as I can tell, his room got a lot bigger.
Oh, Matt, your stuff's leaving me in the hallway.
your stuff's directly underneath the window outside.
I put a tarp over it.
It's fine.
I dropped the tarp from the window,
yeah.
So I'm not sure if it actually landed.
All the valuable stuff is uncovered, but all the stuff that really wouldn't matter if it gets wet is still covered. Yeah. Titanfall 2 is going to have a single-player campaign and a random TV spin-off that they're talking about.
It's like, I'm going to give you a name of a show. This couple games that promised that this would work. One was what was that game? It had aliens and the
Defiance.
Yeah, that one didn't work. The TV series made it longer than the freaking game did.
It's weird that I know, but it's weird that Microsoft needs, because Quantum Break has a TV thing coming out now. Titanfall 2, and I know Titanfall 2 is not directly associated with Xbox this time because it's going to be on all it's going to be on all platforms. They're not that stupid again.
Yeah.
And really all these Xbox exclusives that are going like every console now, like people have to look at it. Microsoft must have to pay big dollars to get an exclusive because they're half as much as the PS4 is on the market.
People say Xbox exclusives. You can't say that anymore. It should be called a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah.
Because 90% of the time a game that's on Xbox is going to also release on
They
PC.
They have coin terms for it, so it'd be Xbox console exclusive and then for PC as well. It's the same thing as Firewatch, it's PS4 console exclusive because it's available for PC as well. So, yeah. Anyway, very excited Titanfall 2 is going to have a campaign. I did try it for a little while. The mechanics are really good. But
Titanfall is a fun game. Like it's a solid game.
It's weird because most multiplayer-only games I'm very down on, which is why I was so hesitant about Siege. Siege, I think, has enough dynamic stuff going on with barricading doors and peeking through windows and rappelling up walls and stuff that...
I mean, when we were both dead watching these guys play, we were watching the same guy, and we're basically like screaming at the TV, like, you're an idiot, he's right there! Yeah. But, it's the thing, there's a situation, basically it's 10 levels that basically tutorial you how to play each type of different class of game and different game mode. Once you beat all 10 of those, there's an 11th one that unlocks. That's basically like a story-based event. Which is quite interesting, because you go in with 5 people. Mm-hmm. So I was going to play it, but then it auto-populated me matching up with 4 other people, so I'm going to say, I'm going to wait until all you guys have it, and then we'll jump in together. But it's basically a university campus that gets attacked by terrorists, and then you're sent in to do it. You're the new rainbow team.
Yeah, and I understand that, and your point is that it does have some single player, but that's sort of what all of them have, is these weird like little scenarios, just like Star Wars Battlefront. But all I'm trying to say is that even the multiplayer in Rainbow Six Siege is dynamic enough for me that it's different than any other shooter, that it's actually good enough to be just a multiplayer, which is what I'm hoping Overwatch is going to be, with the 21 heroes you get to choose, and the fact that Siege has these operators is why I'm so high on it, because that adds a lot of choice.
You don't need to worry about Overwatch. Based on the simple fact that they looked at a game that works, Team Fortress 2 basically cloned it without,
calling it Team Fortress.
Well, and other than, they didn't infringe on any patents, but it's very similar. And people who have played Team Fortress 2 are going to love that game.
Yeah, the reality is that Blizzard, as we were talking about, who's making Overwatch, is masters of taking games that are super popular and have been popular, taking them, making them again, but 1,000 times better and way more accessible.
You look at a lot of their games.
Well,
StarCraft is what the most original game they had?
No.
Not even?
No, not even close, because RuneScape was, or Dune, whatever it was, Dune, the one that Matt constantly talks about for RTS, then Warcraft copied that, and then they copied their own game to make StarCraft to go higher.
So what, Hearthstone would be their most... No, not even that, because
that's Magic the Gathering on computer. They don't have original games. They just perfect the games that are already popular. Moving on from Titanfall. Yes, moving on from Titanfall, though. GTA 5 has hit 60 million units sold. Just one of the GTA titles.
It's a phenomenal game,
yep.
though. I have to admit.
It's
never disappointed.
Yep. Pirating group 3DM will stop cracking games for 1 year just to see the impact on game sales. I think that's actually kind of cool.
That's big of them.
That's, solid.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if it affects it or if just somebody else is going to crack it.
I'm going to quote the movie Hook. Good form.
Good form. Yes, good form. Blizzard may give all World of Warcraft game expansions to anyone with a movie ticket. Now, the way I read this originally was that anybody who buys a ticket to go see Warcraft will get basically World of Warcraft and all of its expansions included in the ticket. The further I read into this article, it sounds like they might offer a Warcraft the Movie Ultimate Experience ticket, which would be a little bit more, not a lot though, but like $20 more, and you get the $200 worth of games.
$20 more? I don't think you're probably looking at the movie ticket itself being like. Look, if you're going to see 3D, we're looking $14, $16. At least here in Canada. Don't know what it would be in the States.
But I'm saying it'll be like $40.
We're looking at that $30, $40.
Yeah. But that's pretty good. I think it's genius. It's not going to be for anybody who's even tried World of Warcraft before. It's going to be for people who never have but think the movie looks cool.
You think about it. The battle chest itself is $19.99, and that comes with
that goes on sale all the fucking time for $5.
But but that doesn't include Mists of Pandaria and the most recent one.
It does include Mists of Pandaria.
It does now?
They always update it for that. Always.
So now it basically doesn't expand.
It doesn't include Warlords of Draenor.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Warlords of Draenor is like what? $29.99 still probably?
You can probably get it cheaper than that, I'd imagine, because Legion's coming out this year.
Well, I got Mists of Pandaria for you guys. The only one I don't have is Warlords of Draenor.
I didn't get it either. I still say it's weird. I have an obsession with Blizzard games, and I listen to a podcast, and I watch their cinematics, and I love...
I can tell you why you didn't get it.
Why?
You don't have a PC for it, and you don't want to put the money...
I had a PC when it was announced and stuff.
But you don't want to put the money and time into building a new one to play it. That's one of the main
I don't want to put the time into the game, so there's no point in me getting moving on from that, though, unless Josh has something to add to that.
No. Not really.
I know you don't really have anything.
Sorry, I'm kind of like just butchering some of this stuff for you.
Ark's latest update adds a grappling hook because, as Josh says,
everybody gets a grappling hook.
You also want to know what else it added? Greenhouses, which is quite cool. Boost
more
terror birds or something.
Terror birds, which are the most ridiculous thing ever. Think of a Dota bird had sex with a velociraptor.
Yeah.
It's
Steve was saying something about that.
The best way to describe it to anybody who's played Final Fantasy, they added chocobos to Ark. Because they look exactly like chocobos.
Listen, if they add chocobos to things, it instantly makes whatever they added better.
I'm not joking. It's a chocobo because it has little flappy wings.
Can you imagine Call of Duty with chocobo?
Yes, I can. I can imagine my life with chocobos.
You play Call of Duty. One of your kill streaks is chocobo raid. Just chocobos start flapping and running through the field.
No, I'm more thinking you get to sit on it. You have a minigun with unlimited ammo, and you just get to mow people down riding your chocobo.
I would either take that, or one of your kill streaks is Bahamut just comes in from the sky and blows up the map.
Replace the nuke one.
We started late there, Pat the text, so don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, we're a little bit behind. Next up, H1Z1 is being split into 2 games on PC, but the consoles, so I think PS4 and Xbox One, I believe, is getting H1Z1 King of the Hill, which is a multiplayer only, probably going to be free-to-play shooter.
H1Z1 Survival.
Yes, which defeats the entire purpose of H1Z1.
H1Z1 was supposed to come out as a free-to-play game.
Mm-hmm.
With the popularity of it on PC and how popular the King of the Hill game mode is, they want to focus more on adapting that game mode to make it. So, instead of being a free-to-play game, you're going to have, if I'm not mistaken what I read, H1Z1 Survival $14.99, H1Z1 King of the Hill $19.99. You can get either one. So if you're more looking at a single-player survival aspect of a game, you can get H1Z1 Survival. If you're looking more for just the King of the Hill aspect, you can get that one too. It's a neat marketing idea. Honestly, I wish COD took the same idea with zombies. I still do.
Yeah.
Because
it'd be interesting if they...
you release zombies, $29.99, just zombie maps. You would sell thousands of copies.
Millions, no thousands.
Well, thousands of hundreds of billions, whatever.
Yeah.
Thousands of hundreds of billions.
So, honestly...
That's a big jump.
Yeah,
thousands of hundreds of... Can't see where that one goes, but...
Listen.
Yeah. Weird marketing idea, but... Yes. If you want a survival game, go play Dying Light. Simple as that.
No Vikings for you.
Don't play H1Z1. Moving on, Todd Howard, the creator of Skyrim and Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 and every Bethesda giant game that's come out in the last 20 years.
And the narrator of my life.
Getting Lifetime Achievement Award at GDC. Congratulations to him, that's awesome.
One question about this.
What's that?
Why the hell did it take so long?
Well, he looks young.
Yeah, he does look young.
He does look really young.
He doesn't age.
He doesn't. He's a robot.
That's what genius does for you.
He's a robot sent back from the future.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He's actually real.
He's actually Cogsworth.
He's a sin.
Yeah, he's a sin.
He's
big news for me. I don't know about these guys, but rumor has it that Mother 3 or Earthbound 2, whatever you want to call it, will finally be getting an official localization and bringing it over to North America.
Happy about that, right?
Super fucking happy.
Because you played a lot of home.
I thought you didn't care.
Right? I played Earthbound.
Yes.
Like probably 10 or 15 times. It's one of my favorite games of all time. That being said, I've been so tempted sometimes to go and get the fan localized version of Earthbound 2. I just haven't. So
Call Fantasy Final Duty. Love it.
Jesus. So yes, very excited about that news. I will be looking forward to if that becomes official. I imagine that will be a giant presence. If they are, it'll be part of one of their smaller announcements in a big slew of NX announcements at E3.
Yeah, it'd be nice if they had the prototype on stage. At least I don't an idea what it looks like.
I don't even.
That's the biggest question: is what it's going to look like.
If they're going to have NX there, they may have it. They may have it.
The Asus Tab phone is the NX.
No, it's not. Jesus Christ. It's the new BlackBerry Torch. That's the NX. No.
Oh God.
Then
where electronics go to die.
They're not stupid. If they announce Nintendo NX, you will see at least a picture of what it looks like, and you will have basically almost its entire launch library announced. They'll just
a picture at the bottom in small. Not the final product.
Yeah, maybe. Nintendo has been pretty stupid for the last few years. So, rumor has it that Rockstar is targeting E3 this year for a Red Dead Redemption 2 reveal.
Yeah.
Was the source of that the same guy who announced Fallout 4? Because if it's the same source, this guy has never been wrong at E3 for the last 4 years.
I didn't read the source, but this came on the heels of Red Dead Redemption, the original, becoming backwards compatible on Xbox.
By accident,
but they were testing it, and it accidentally became... But if they're fucking testing it, that means it's part...
No, because if you read through the whole article, they test every single Xbox 360 game on Xbox One to see its compatibility. And then if it works well, then it might get pushed out.
Marketing mumbo jumbo. They're testing it to make sure it works, so that they announce it, and then at E3, this is what's going to happen. E3, they're going to come out and they're going to say Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming. Xbox is going to have a separate. It's not going to be announced at the Xbox press conference, but they're at Xbox press conference. The same guy who announces this from Rockstar is going to come out and he's going to say, "We announced yesterday or wherever that we are bringing Red Dead Redemption 2." We are also announcing that Red Dead Redemption is now backwards compatible if you own it. That's how I think it's going to go.
Smokescreen mic drop done.
Yes, smokescreen mic drop, and Rockstar was never on the stage.
Damn turtles.
Somebody else is standing there in the middle of another discussion as if he's been talking about it for
smokescreen, and all you see is David Copperfield just standing there, and he's like... It was me the whole time.
For a second, I thought you were going to say David Coppertone.
No. That's a sunscreen, I think. I think so.
I don't know.
New Doom trailer was revealed, which kind of goes with the next piece of news. It's not very long, but it is pretty cool. It focuses more on the single-player aspect of the game, which is what I'm excited about to try.
Never played Doom. Been excited for it since, what's it called? Their,
E3?
No, not E3.
No,
the Wolfenstein The New Order came out, because it was basically, you got Wolfenstein The New Order, you get Doom beta.
Yeah.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
But, because Wolfenstein The New Order was good. Doom looks pretty good. Very excited about that game. It kind of goes with the next piece of news, though, because Bethesda is having yet another press conference this year in the same time slot, but when they announced this before they showed the Doom reveal and the release date, because Doom's coming out on May 13th, and I believe that's right, and yes. I thought it was really weird, because I thought, okay, perfect, they're going to talk about Doom, it's going to launch right after E3, and that's what they're going to be, that's going to be their big game. And then they announced right after that they're saying they're having another press conference that Doom is coming out May 13th, so yes, they'll probably have some stuff there, but it'll probably be DLC stuff or something.
Now, keep your mind open here. They're not going to be announcing Elder Scrolls, maybe. Hopefully, maybe we'll get surprised and they do. But they announced that they're doing Bethesda Mobile.
I'll punch myself. So let's talk
That's on video.
Let's talk a little bit about that.
To work past the pain.
Let's talk a little bit about this, though. So Dishonored 2 is going to be there, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, isn't that coming out this year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I still haven't tried the first one, but apparently it was amazing, and I do plan on playing it next time it's on sale. I was an idiot and didn't buy it when it was on that crazy $18 sale over Christmas. But, so we have Dishonored 2, for sure. Fallout 4 DLC will be highlighted there. Almost guaranteed.
Oh, yeah.
If there hasn't already been a Fallout 4 DLC pack that's already come out, and if there has, then it'll just be highlighting the rest of it. I'm going to assume Doom DLC or something will be there. We'll probably hear a little bit more about that card game that they're trying, unless they've scrapped that, because I don't believe for a second that they're going to try and go up against Hearthstone, but who knows. They'll probably announce another expansion for the Tamriel Unlimited Elder Scrolls Online game.
Yeah, probably.
But what else? Do we think they're going to do Elder Scrolls 6? Josh, do you think they're going to announce it? It seems really soon.
It seems really soon on the heels of Fallout 4. I mean, if they do, all the power to them. I would love for them to do that.
It's not going to be a 2016 release.
Yeah.
If anything, it's going to be a 2017 release.
Like, they may have a teaser trailer with, hey guys, we're working on this.
No, but what all they really need to do to appease any of the Elder Scrolls people, tell us what region it's in. Honestly, if they tell us it's in the frickin' But
do you guys remember the original Dragonborn teaser trailer that showed, like, absolutely nothing about the game?
Yeah.
They may do something like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they'll announce, this is... By the way, we're going to this area. So it'll be like, in... I don't know what area they haven't touched yet, but I know there's... The one that I would like to see is the... what are the lizard people again? What are they called?
Isn't that Black Marsh?
Black Marsh, yeah. Elder Scrolls Black Marsh would be interesting. But, who knows?
And I said this before the podcast, I was talking to you guys about it. The only way they announce the new Elder Scrolls game or whatever's coming out is if Todd Howard, because he's got to be in charge of it, because he wouldn't let anybody touch his babies, but... there's another studio developing on that game under the careful eye of Todd Howard and making sure, because they don't, for the last, several games, they haven't done any of this, announce it 2 years before. They've done this, here it is, it's coming out later this year, kind of thing.
How long did they say they worked on Fallout 4? 6 years?
4 years.
4 years.
It was in...
I find it highly unlikely that their whole team was working on that game for 4 years straight.
I don't know, there's a lot
They would have swapped, I'd probably see them cut it in half. You guys are going to be working on this, you guys are going to be working on this project. Elder Scrolls, codename Project Epsilon, or whatever you want to call it. And then once Fallout 4 releases, their DLC team or whatever is the people that are working on the DLCs for the game, and then whoever was working on Fallout 4 is now working on this new project to get this out as quickly as possible.
Maybe. Yeah.
It's a nice way for them to have turnaround periods on good games quicker. Because you can't say, when they release games every 4 years, yes, they do release quality. Doesn't always work properly, but they do release quantity, which is nice. Because a lot of games now don't release, they do quality over quantity, which is a good thing, but sometimes a couple little bugs here and there for having a way bigger game is not a bad thing.
Well,
But
I was gonna say I don't think we're gonna get a game like that this year because there's just too much competition for large games coming out. Like you're gonna have Persona 5, you're gonna have Final Fantasy 15, you're gonna have I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting, but
to be completely honest, Todd Howard looks at all that and goes, I don't care. My game.
yeah, I know, but like for me, if it can't, well, I'm probably actually no, I know I'm in the minority, but if it came out anywhere as near Final Fantasy 15, I wouldn't touch it. I play 15, but we'll see. It would make me so happy if they just came out and they just announced new IPs, and talk about Dishonored 2 and all this other stuff. I imagine you'll get whatever Machine Games is working on, so it'll probably be the next Wolfenstein game.
Yeah.
Eathor said something.
Sure.
Evil Within was Bethesda, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Evil Within sequel.
No, they won't do
I
it.
think because
It was a good game.
But not.
It was, but it I don't think it warrants a sequel.
No.
I think it did half decent, but I don't. It's not like when when they make an Elder Scrolls game and it sells like 2 or 3 million copies. It must have barely scratched 1 million in my opinion.
That's true.
It was good though. I liked it. It was a little gross,
Yeah,
but not grosser than Outlast, but gross.
They've already. There's a little bonus news, if you wish. Guillermo del Toro and Hideo Kojima are in talks again.
Yeah. Well, they're actually about to be. They're going to be at DICE Awards together. So.
Nice.
Because Kojima's getting a Lifetime Achievement Award and Del Toro's presenting it to him.
Let's you throw.
There's actually
what's the actor? I forgot the actor's name. Who was in Silent Hill? Who would have been in Silent Hills?
He's in Walking Dead. He plays Daryl.
Yeah, I can't remember his name.
I never remember his name.
Remus, something. Is that what his name is? Remus.
He's Daryl. Who cares what else his name is?
Whatever. He shows up and just says, "Oh hey." What's going on? You guys are here too? Sweet. We should sit down and talk about this.
Actually, there's a new trailer out for a game called Visage.
Yes.
That basically they started rebuilding PT originally, and then it got all pulled, and then they basically said we're going to create a whole game about it. And that gameplay is freaky as shit.
It basically looks like a revival of Silent Hills.
Not as clever a puzzles.
But aren't they crowdfunding right now?
Yeah, I think so.
I think they're crowdfunding on Kickstarter, Indiegogo, or something. Yeah,
who knows? So that's enough about that. Let us know what you think. Go to the forums and send us your thoughts, and we'll read some of those as well. Next little bit for a topic is EA is pulling out of E3. They're going to host their own event. It's going to be the whole week, but it's going to be open to public first. Secondly, they're going to have their own press conference that will be streamed and stuff to the world, and it will be on the same day as Bethesda's, but before it. What do we think about that? They're opening to the public. That's good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
I think it's good that the public is going to get to see it, and then maybe the people who want to go see Madden and FIFA and all that, not the hardcore gamers that are like in-game journalism, are going to have to be there sitting through that.
I just thought about it. This is so they can have more like sports people to come on and talk.
Oh, yes. Sure.
Yeah, I could pay 100%.
Yeah. Sure.
Because that was so interesting. The best part about that was us muting that and saying, putting the words into the...
I did a good job of narrating that.
Yeah, they'll have Peyton Manning come out, and he'll just be like, so
Budweiser?
I just won the Super Bowl. Madden comes out later this year.
Sponsored by Budweiser?
PapaJohns.com. That's exactly what it's going to be. Do you like that they're opening it to the public? I want that answer.
I like the fact that they're opening it to the public. I mean,
I'll never go, but sure, cool for the people in that localized area.
Sure.
Some of these events would be nice if they came to the eastern part of Canada.
Okay. To be fair,
we got Moncton. They've got a good sports center that they host.
No, they don't. You are lying through your teeth. No.
The one on the north side, whatever it's called.
No.
Okay. They can build.
They can bring the building with them.
So they're opening it to the public. They're having their own event, but EA was the last people I thought would do this because basically E3 is this big corporate funded thing.
Patrick said, "Damn it, Mike, spoilers." I don't remember what this is on, but you spoiled something.
Probably the Super Bowl. And Pat, I'm sorry. Give me a break. Watch the damn game when it's on. I didn't even watch the game. I know who won.
I don't watch football and I know who won.
Yeah.
I asked him the Panthers won. And he's like,
no.
Anyway, go look at the sports club.
So I like that they're opening it to the public. I didn't think EA would do this because it's all they do is, hey,
Sorry.
All they do is throw millions of dollars to buy these huge sections of E3 to get more coverage. But is it somebody put it on a podcast I was listening to perfectly, and they said, is it more important to have 10 people make a snarky joke about a weird game that they're not sure about, or is it more important to put a hashtag on a screen and have 5,000 people tweet that hashtag all at once because they're sitting there? Because fans will do that.
They will.
Journalists won't. If they put hashtag FIFA 2017 or FIFA 17, everybody will just tweet that or whatever. Hey, sitting here watching, and that'll just trend on Twitter. Yeah. But if they do it to games journalists, all the games journalists are like, get off the stage, Pele. I don't want to watch FIFA. We want to see your other games. I think it's cool. And the big question I asked in our title of this podcast is, will E3 be able to adapt if this is successful for EA? That's going to drive other people to say, you know what? Microsoft. PlayStation has PSX. We have Gamescom that's for the fans. Why are we appeasing to these journalists? So why don't we just pull out of E3 altogether, and then E3 does it exist after that? No.
It would suck.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing about that is it wouldn't be sensory overload. You don't get a month or over a span of a couple days all the information about gaming for the year. Most of it, at least. And so they could pin it out throughout the year. So you get constant information throughout the year, which would be, as a gaming news podcast, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be cool, but it would be so. I love that feeling of waiting for E3 and just getting one day.
It's almost like Christmas.
Yes, one day where you just, like last year when we were watching the starting of the Final Fantasy VII trailer remake trailer, and we were just like, no. And we were just looking like, no, like what, no.
When they announced Fallout and stuff like that, and he was going on.
Yes.
Me and Matt were like almost jumping on the couch.
Yes.
We were super stoked.
That kind of stuff is so exciting, and E3's the only place that really has that, because yes, Gamescom has some reveals, and PSX has a few reveals, but nothing really big. No. I just love that feeling of waiting for June. June happens, the press conference day happens, Microsoft comes out, it always seems to go the same format. They have a great press conference, they show all these cool games, then Ubisoft comes out and they have like a couple hidden games that they drop in front of you, and they're like, yeah, that's right.
Ubisoft? Yeah, like I can say one right now, For Honor, that we still all want to play.
Yes, we all want to play, and Ghost Recon Wildlands, all that stuff was there. EA typically has a bad press conference, but then you forget all about it because Sony comes out, and then they come out and start dropping bombs.
Well, you know what? EA, they focus way too much on sports, which is fun.
Agreed.
And you know what? I'd have to see the numbers, but to be honest, I know a lot of people who do play sports games. But if I hear these people look at me one more time and say you should go outside and play sports, I'm really going to say you should go outside and play sports instead of playing it on a console.
Yes.
I'm doing something that's unrealistic. You're doing something you could be doing right now.
What are you talking about?
What?
I'm just as good as all those people in Siege. I can do all of that.
Oh yeah, you can repel from...
I can no problem.
Repel backwards down the...
Next podcast, we're taking the video outside.
We're going to make Mike
We're going to do the podcast while Mike repels in.
You get me a grappling hook. Because I'm not doing it with sheets tied together.
Hey, he doesn't have a grappling hook, man. It's a toss one.
That's okay. I'm fine with that.
It's still a grappling hook. It's not a gun. It's not a grappling gun.
No,
it's still a hook. They use to grapple stuff.
You say grappling hook, you think of something that shoots out.
I don't. I think of the one you swing.
I think of any hook.
I think of the shape.
But that's the big question.
Everybody gets a grappling hook.
That's the big question. If this pans out for EA, will people start dropping out, and then will E3 be as big? I hope so. E3 really needs if it's
or does everybody just say, "Good God, thank you, EA's gone."
Yeah, I guess. I've never been there, but apparently their booth takes up a lot of space. We'll get there eventually because we can actually apply and go. We just have to pay for it ourselves, which I don't have any money. So, let's get into.
How do you get it?
Huh? What's
money? How do you get it?
You sell yourself on the streets.
For fans.
For fans.
$1 a month.
Let's go to the listener questions, and then we're going to stop the audio part of the podcast and hang out for a little bit. But first question is from Pat, and very quickly, I thought this was a good question. What are your favorite PS Plus or Games with Gold, i.e., subscription-based service, game discoveries? Don't everybody jump in at once. I don't want everybody talking over each
One
other.
we can all three of us agree on, because it did win Gaming Lab's Game of the Year last year, is Rocket League.
Yes.
For
Yes.
sure.
Obviously, Rocket League is...
It wasn't subscription-based, so it doesn't count.
It doesn't need to be... you just need to get it free with Games with Gold, and then you tried it, and you were like, wow, this is actually really good.
Games with Gold or PSN. Those didn't... The PS Plus, those didn't exist at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the dark ages here. We had to buy games.
Buying games. Yes. I'm going to mention Resogun really quick. Resogun's really good, and it was, I think, one of the first PS Plus games.
It's one of the...
Transistor. I'll mention it for people who... I did pay for it, but I know several people on Twitter that finally got it when it was free on PS Plus, and it is a phenomenal game.
Yeah. Black Flag was a good one. I didn't get it, and then I waited, and then it was Xbox Gold, and I downloaded it, played it a bit.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I love Black Flag.
Black Flag was like my favorite one.
It's I think it's because it was so different to Assassin's Creed.
I'm actually very excited about the next Assassin's Creed, because they're taking a year off, and then they're going to Egypt, and I'm in.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know what? That could probably follow some of the story we're seeing. They get Michael Fassbender to be the voice of the main character. Enough said. I'm down at that point.
Sure.
They have the money.
You really forcefully grabbed your coffee at that idea.
I know. I got thirsty.
Like,
But yeah, I think Rocket League's probably the biggest success story, because they put that out for free on PlayStation, and then now there's over 5 million people.
Like I was saying, I think we were podcasting earlier when I said it, but their maps they came out with, like the article I read about that, they were saying that, like, we didn't expect the game to be this crazy. Like, we knew we had some expectations because of the first version of the game that they had released, and then when they got the deal with PS Plus, they said like this was like a blessing in disguise, because it freaking exploded. Like, they're talking about having a Major League Gaming league of this, like a pot of money you could win, like thousands of dollars.
Will, for sure. I wrote a piece on that on my blog at gaminglag.com/gamingafterlife. And
shameless plugs.
And it was actually Rocket League. Is it a fad or is it going to stay? And I actually wrote about that. It's going to stay because it is the one esport that can be popular enough that it doesn't. My mom could watch that and understand what the fuck is going on.
Well, because it's cars with rockets, putting a soccer ball in it.
Yes, and it's so simple but so entertaining to watch.
It's also,
I would enjoy it more than watching soccer.
But that's the key thing too. It's also very challenging because Mike, you're very good at it. I'm sorry.
I'm not very good, but I'm good.
I'm
okay.
You're pretty decent at it.
His head doesn't need to get bigger. Shut up.
You picked it up very quickly. Where me and Matt, we're still like, the ball's in the air. It's game over. I can't hit that. I don't understand the mechanic for that.
Nothing pleases me more than watching Sam jump up to get it and miss completely every time.
So that's why I drive around blowing up cars. But, like, that's what I'm saying. It's not something, especially for that, because it's not, like, for Major League games, you can't...
No, you're good. Keep going. For Major League games.
It can't be something that you can just go in and pick up the controller and then be awesome at and that anybody can go. It'd be sweet for a game like that, but there would be way too much hand-holding. Where this game, you actually have to hone your skills. Yeah. It can actually become kind of like a sport.
Easy to learn, hard to master. That's exactly the motto of the game. Where MOBAs are hard to learn, but easy to master once you learn them.
Yes.
Once you learn a character. I should say that. But
like I said, I'm one of the rare few that play League, I guess in the way it was intended, probably not, but every time there's a new character that comes out, if I end up getting that character, I always play 2 to 3 intermediate bot games, so I can understand the mechanics of the character before I actually go and play PvP.
I'm sure it doesn't matter. I just find that that piece that I wrote on Rocket League was literally about the fact that it's so easy to watch. You can understand it instantly because if you watch a MOBA, I know how a MOBA runs, but I don't like somebody's cheering at somebody playing League and they're playing Misfortune and
another game that's like that is easy to understand, hard to master. Is that what I'm saying?
Easy to learn, hard to master.
Yeah, is Hearthstone.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy to learn. I know how to play it. I suck at it. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't mastered it.
If I had the time, I feel like I actually could be decent at Hearthstone, but anyway.
Thor, you're right. Dust the Nail, Elysian Tale was also a good find.
Yeah.
That was a good side scroll.
Oh, yeah, Matt played that. It was the dog one.
It was a fox.
Fox,
but yeah.
Oh my god. Look at my dogs. They kind of look like foxes after they were groomed today. I promise you that.
I don't know.
They're probably much bigger. A fox is a pretty small animal.
Yeah. Not that one.
Jesus.
I think that's it for the podcast, right? Oh, wait, no there's the Ethor's question. Yes, that was on purpose.
Why are you ragging on him? He's a nice guy.
I know he's a nice guy. So please forgive me because he always writes really long emails, but I like to read the whole thing.
But they're very good emails.
Yes, Ethor writes in with Valentine.
We had to alter it a little.
I did edit your email this time, Ethor. I just want you to know
Made you look a little bit better.
Yeah.
There was a big grammar mistake.
With Valentine's Day around the corner and all the soul-crushingly lonely memories that brings, a gamer could find the solace of affection. By the way, I graduated from Texas A&M San Antonio and then immediately went on to make a typo. In his or her video games, what are your guys' take on the option of romance in games such as Mass Effect and The Witcher? And what are your thoughts on games purely devoted to romance, aka dating sim games? Are they an embarrassment to the gaming community? Are they a joke to poke fun at lonely nerds? Or are they an honest outlet for those whom are too socially awkward to connect with another sentient, emphatic meatbag? P.S. A challenge to the LaggSpike cast. Please draw straws to determine who would do a review or possible live play of the dating sim game Magical Diary.
Matt?
What is Magical Diary?
No, we all
vote
decided.
Matt.
We decided. It's Matt.
It's Matt.
But we're all...
Actually, I drew straws.
Yeah. Actually,
the only one left in my hand was the short one, and Matt's the only one who hasn't picked it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's simple.
So who's going to do it? Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, Matt. You're the last one.
So it's going to be Matt, and we're all going to sit on the couch, and it's going to be amazing to watch.
Yeah.
I've decided.
If we ever can find the time to do it, we will try that out. But what are your thoughts on romance in video games in general? So games like Mass Effect and The Witcher, where you have the option to do romantic things, and in The Witcher, and those games get very naked.
Unrealistic.
You think?
For the main reason is the people are unrealistic.
Mm-hmm.
No one looks like that. Like, you got some
Okay.
gravity takes some effect. You got that thing, that weight thing going on. Certain people.
Listen, they're very fit in The Witcher. Okay.
Whew.
I mean, I got to be honest. To be able to do some of the stuff they do,
yeah. He's in peak physical condition.
I was more thinking just on the unicorn.
Yeah.
You'd have to be
That's the thing. Is that what I've been doing wrong for all these years? I need to get a unicorn? Like,
yeah. It's actually not really used for what they use it for. She just does gymnast stuff on it to work out.
And upper body.
No, I think I find them really awkward to watch because I'm sitting in a gaming room by myself or whatever, but I'm sitting there thinking, if my wife walks in while they have a sex scene on the damn screen, that's embarrassing for me because it's, for whatever reason, I don't know why, because I'm an adult and I understand what it is.
Would it be any more embarrassing than walking here watching porn?
That would probably be embarrassing as well.
Yes, it'd be the same thing, and it's
actually probably worse.
I enjoy the hyper-realism of things like Game of Thrones and things like and I know that that's dark and stuff like that.
The biggest ways I can do it to explain what you're trying to say is relate.
Yes,
you can relate to it.
I'm an adult and I understand what the human body looks like and what adults do and things like that, but it is weird to me in a video game. I'm actually, one of my concerns about it is to play VR games like that'll have that kind of stuff, and it's just going to be all up in my fajizzle, and I'm not looking forward to that.
Daddy,
I don't.
where do babies come from?
Well,
here, play The Witcher.
I'm actually almost to that part. Just a minute. Okay, here we go.
There we go. I actually saved. I had a separate save for that.
Watch this.
I named this. Named the save the talk.
Yeah.
Watch this video from the 1970s.
Here's my thing on, because there's two separate things. When you talk about romances in, like, the romance options in video games,
Yeah.
I feel that the addition that in certain games, the romance options are actually a really good addition. They do a really good job of building kind of a relationship with certain characters. You can become very, very invested in them. The actual sex scenes.
Yeah, that's you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like it's the sex scenes that bother me, where you could easily do it with a quick, music, fade to black, whatever. You know what's going on, whatever.
One name, GTA.
I don't know.
Other than what is it, San Antonio or no San Andreas? San Andreas, where they had that scene there.
I never played San
I
Andreas.
basically have the game completely pulled back from shelves. Ever since then, they're just basically exactly what we said: fade to black, music, the bounce, chicka wow wow type song, and then that's it.
Like, I don't even need the sound effects of the act. I'm a grown adult. I understand what's happening, but I do enjoy the portions where
it's making up the relationships.
Yeah, where you're building relationships with certain
and unique relationships with people too.
And it's a unique relationship. And the example I'll use, and I know it's an old one, and I talk about Dragon Age a lot, but the relationship that I built with Liliana in Dragon
Everybody
Age.
has a relationship with her.
Yeah, or Morgan, or whoever you choose. But you become very invested in those characters, and the characters that you choose to build relationships with. In Mass Effect, you become very attached to. I found in The Witcher, because they threw so much sex into it, and not so much in terms of actually building the relationship, that I'm not invested in those characters nearly as much. So the relationship portion of video gaming, if it's used right, I feel can do a lot for the development of the game, and kind of not only your interest in the character you're doing the relationship with, but you also become significantly more invested with your character, because it's a lot more relatable. They're a human being. All of this is going on, but they're still a person. I just feel the sex scenes.
We've all played Mass Effect, right?
Yeah.
No? Okay. So, someone says spoiler, I'm going to hunt you down and punch you. The game's been out since like 2007.
In case he's going to say a spoiler.
Mass Effect 1.
Yeah.
When you get onto that planet and then Cade's going off doing his thing, you're like, yeah, my bro, he's doing his thing. And then you're like, Ash is going off doing her thing. You're like, yeah, the girl I want to sleep with, doing all her thing. And then at the end, it's like, please pick one. And you're like, no.
No, I don't want to.
I don't. No, I want my bro and my girlfriend. You can't do this to me.
But that's the thing. Like, you become so emotionally invested in your characters.
But that was the thing. It's like sexual relationship, which is basically screaming at from the start of the game. And then Cade, which is like, he's your bro. And then you later find out that he's gay. All power to him. But yeah.
Be your bro.
To hit Josh's point again, it builds dynamic relationships with your characters within the game, which is really good, and it's interesting. And in case you haven't played The Witcher 3, this is going to be mild spoilers for that. But there are two girls in The Witcher 3 in which that you love both of them, and you're trying to decide throughout the game and through events in the game which one you want to be with and things of that nature. And you can choose, like, the nicer person, the one that's not as stern and stuff, which, I went with Triss. Like, that's who I wanted. I didn't want to go with Yennefer because she was kind of a bitch.
All three.
And I had all three. I went with Triss.
I never made it that far.
No, but you're right. For me, it only gets awkward when they introduce, like, afterwards they have a sex scene, and it's actually, like, 2 or 3 minutes of
like porno sex
porno
scene.
in video games, so they're all polygons. They're not like, it's not for what that doesn't need to be there. It's not. It doesn't hit anybody's audience. It's not arousing. It's not
right. What
like,
I get
nothing.
into, you need
you're not going to fap to it.
Yeah. So what is it? It was those games where they had the cinematics in them, like the actual live cinematics that were really bad B movies. It's an RTS. Come on, Command and Conquer. So what you're telling me is that games like that need Command and Conquer.
No, I don't.
So really bad porno.
I don't want sex scenes in the game. I want it to be insinuated that yes, they're going off. I don't care if they fade back into the game and they're both under a blanket talking. They can do that even if they want to. It's really awkward.
Dragon Age Origins.
Yes,
that's pushing the envelope to, I find, the maximum. Like, at that point, that was enough. We totally understand what's going on. They're both laying in bed in their underwear, and then that's it, done.
Yeah, and
you know what happens.
That wasn't bad because it wasn't much, and you could even cut it out a little bit before that. And it's not that I mind, like, I'm not necessarily against nudity in video games altogether. It's just, for instance, when you're showing, like, some of the scenes where you're showing just how dark of a scene or whatever it is, like that scene where you walked in The Witcher, and once again, spoilers if you haven't played it, the scene where you go in to find Junior, whatever his name is, and he had a bunch of, like, girls, and they were all stripped down, and they were nailed to walls.
That was...
like, it was
gruesome.
It was gruesome, but it made it so that you knew when you were going into that room, no matter what, you were sticking a sword in that guy.
Yeah.
That was it. So it was used as an element to build something to the game, not just throwing nudity in the game just for the sake of putting a sex scene in.
My favorite part of any game that throws that, and it's Call of Duty. Grand Theft Auto. Grand Theft Auto 5. If you go to the strip club, on PSN at least, it says so-and-so's name, playing GTA, at strip club. My favorite part is when you sign in, play a couple games, leave for a couple hours, sign back in, and your same friend is still sitting there at strip club. It's like, really?
Just leave the strip club.
Just living on the edge, my friend.
Just drive to Moncton, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah. I agree with Josh completely, actually. I find that part of it when it goes past the boundaries of building a romantic relationship, because, yes, building a romantic relationship can build a dynamic game and intimate like conversation and back and forth and stuff with a great game. Like BioWare games are really good at that when you're building relationships with people, and it can also build like tense situations with other characters because maybe that other person liked you and now you're going with said anyway. Very very cool. We're gonna wrap it because we're going for a while, so we're gonna wrap it up. Sorry, what
Patrick? Or the sex traffickers in Watch Dogs.
Yes, exactly.
I never played Watch Dogs.
But me, it's also the fact that, keep in mind, we're bitching about the sex scenes in games. I have never played a single game to this point where I'm forced to watch that scene. It's completely optional.
True.
They're skippable.
And I skipped it.
No, not that. You can even skip. You can sleep with no one in Dragon Age other than that one quest line that you have to. But like, you're not forced to do. You can't. You can progress the game past even doing that.
I get you, but they locked some of the relationship portions of it to the sex scene.
Yes.
Is my problem.
I guess. How about just them having dinner?
Or how about them if you were really it's not that I care about it. It makes me feel awkward when I'm watching it. So when that happens, maybe have an option. Do you want to have like the nudity scenes like that, like, or do you edit it out?
It's like Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
I did skip
skip the airport shooting scene because of, I guess, like a little while before the game came out, there was an actual event like this that happened somewhere, so they put that in there so people could skip it.
It's not offensive, it's just dumb.
Yeah. Anyway, to answer his next question about dating sim games, I actually have no problem with them. I played Leisure Suit Larry like way back in the day, but they're boring. That's my problem with
Sims
most of them.
a dating game?
That
would really be the extent of what I've ever played.
No, the closest thing I've played lately would be Persona 4 Golden, and that's because it's not a dating sim, but that is an aspect of it because you are a high school student, and you have to do all of that, and you have to build relationships, and you can choose which one of the girls, that you, and Yukiko, by the way, is who you choose, for the record, all you people out there, Yukiko, because she's a sweetheart. And she heals good. Anyway, very, very cool.
So many options, so little time.
Yes, but that game attacks it tastefully. Because in that game, when you reach, maximum, relationship, and you have, a level 10 relationship with said person, and you say, and she asks you, spoilers, by the way, do you want to be, my boyfriend and stuff like that, and you say yes.
Oh, she asks you?
All it shows is her face get red and fade to black. That's it.
Well, because in high school, do you want to be my boyfriend? Yes. Okay, let's have sex.
Bam!
That's how that works.
Yeah. But I find most dating sims boring, unfortunately. We might do one for fun, though.
Matt's still playing it, for sure, because it'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
If you enjoy those types of games, I mean, I guess at the end of the day...
Wait, which one of us has been out of the market for the longest?
Hey, come on!
So you have to play it, because that'd be entertaining. Let's see what.
If it goes on the internet, his wife can see it. We have to play it as a group because there's strength in numbers, Sam. All right, we got to get out of here because we've been talking for an hour. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I am at Chalices. If you want to follow Josh,
at Joe
if you want to follow Sam,
at Mr. Google.
And if you want to follow us as a collective group, we are at Gaming Lag, 2 G's in Lag. If you want to follow Matt at at Man W the Beard. He'll be back next week, and please go to Patreon.
Hopefully.
Yeah, please go to patreon.com/gaminglag and donate money if you like our content. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share our YouTube channel to everybody because that is where everything goes to. Visit gaminglag.com, and please register on gaminglagforums.com and send us your questions and topics for a chance to win free gear. Gaming Lag out. For those of you in the stream, we are going to continue hanging out. While I edit the podcast as per the usual. Sam will be manning the questions and all that good stuff. If anybody has Rainbow Six Siege, me and Sam will be playing that later tonight, and we have empty slots for people if you want to join us.
Did we get an answer back from Brewer at all, or?
It really makes you upset when you have to choose between a love interest in a game and doing the right thing.
Yeah, it's love interest every time.
Right?
It's just like if you have to choose between the dog at the end of Fable or your sister, you choose the dog.
That's not love interest, that's the right thing. Sorry, sis, but you know.
Listen, John Wick is a biography of what happens if you kill my dog.
How big of a team on Siege? It's a 5-man team, so there's 5v5 games.
Yeah, we'll have 2, maybe 3 people, so 2 empty slots if you want to play with us.
Yeah, no, it's really fun. Like me and Mike actually realized last night, the game is super fun when you can communicate.
If I had the money, I would be playing with you guys.
That's fine.
But I need...
I wish they named it G.I. Joe's the game, because I think it would have been way better.
G.I. Joe!
And I know that sounds really stupid, but there's a person named Castle. There's a person named Rook, and his logo is a chess piece. There's a person named... what's the other...
Rook's... Yeah, he's got a chess piece, but on top of, like, a bulletproof vest.
What do you mean? Yeah, I know.
Rook's is like, it's the Rook on a bulletproof vest, because that's what he does.
It's still the Rook.
Oh, that's fine. My favorite is still Thermite. Oh.
Yeah, Thermite's his name. Want to know what his special ability is? He has
fireworks.
He has a special wall blower-upper device that cuts...
That's a technical term!
That cuts through the reinforced walls.
So instead of being a breach charge, it's a Thermite breach charge.
Nice.
So I can breach through reinforced walls.
What he said.
With Thermite.
It's super sweet. And then, who else?
Do they have a Josh?
So if
Josh.
I say the name Tachanka, it's a Russian name, obviously. What do you think his special ability is?
He summons Tonka trucks.
I'm honestly thinking a big pair of scissors.
No, he puts down a turret. So good.
I'll accept that as
I
well.
love that guy. Jaeger's pretty good too. I played him.
I play... Yeah, I play yet.
Jaeger Striker playing as Jaeger?
Matt?
Jaeger Striker playing as Jaeger?
Yeah. Frost is pretty good. She's the chick. She puts down bear traps.
Trap.
Bear traps are cruel.
Like it sucks. Like, and apparently
they're actually illegal.
Like your friend.
Leg hold traps are illegal.
We're not worried about it when they're trying to
like
stop
you're
terrorists.
dropped, right? The leg trap's on your leg, and you're like going like hurting. Your friend runs over to you and takes the bear trap off. You've only lost half your health.
And you're not walking. Your leg is shattered.
No, you're walking. Oh yeah.
Okay, well, your leg is shattered.
When you step in a bear trap,
yeah,
you're dead.
No.
Yeah.
No,
you
it
go down.
It puts you down, and you're dying.
Yeah.
But someone can come revive you.
Yeah, that doesn't.
I wonder if Doc, if he shot you. Oh wait, no, you can't, because Doc's yeah, never mind.
Doc's in the back.
Wouldn't be on the same team.
Yeah, I just realized that. That's
Yes, it would.
No.
Yes, they are. They're both defense.
Yeah, but yes, but your defense teammate don't step on your traps; they don't go off. Yeah. So yeah, that's the main thing. But like, what? I wish friendly fire's on. I can tell you that much. I've killed a number of people. It's like I'm leaning around a corner and then someone runs right in front of me. I'm like, really?
I had a pretty epic match earlier today, and then I had a really bad one. Me and this guy, I threw a grenade at a window, assuming that if you threw a grenade at a glass window, it would break the window. Bounced off the window, landed at this guy's feet while he was remote.
Was it reinforced?
No. While he was remote controlling his drone, and I was like, dude, you're gonna... And he was like, what the fuck?
Did he have a mic?
Oh yeah, he was not happy. I was like, that was a mistake, and he's like, that was something.
but like, was he?
I'm so sorry.
Was he not like he wasn't ripping at you?
No. He just left the game.
Oh, that sucks. you know,
we were about to lose.
As a Canadian, you feel a little bit.
That being said, epic fight. It was down to me and one guy.
Yeah.
No ammo left in my sniper rifle. 8 shots left in my pistol, and I won. I was like, I don't have any shots in my
calls like I did earlier.
This COD Big Game Hunter? No, it's actually, you know what? It's
G.I. Joe the game.
It's really fun.
Say it's G.I. Joe the game.
No,
Sam.
Say it's G.I. Joe.
It's G.I. Joe the game.
It is. G.I. Joe's is a joint task force of special agents, right, that are put together in one elite unit called the G.I. Joes against a super elite terrorist organization. Am I wrong?
Can I say something quickly? For someone who works in an office, you have very rough hands.
What?
You have very rough hands for someone who works in an office.
Well, I still work on stuff when I'm not in an office.
Labor?
Yeah.
You still go out and make tents in the woods with trees?
Sometimes I just put sandpaper on the edge just so
Lean-tos, not...
One day last year, I felt my hands like, oh no, my hands are turning soft. Sandpaper.
One time I grabbed Sam's face.
Well, or just so that I can continue to have rough hands. You like my rough hands.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited to see what other kinds of DLCs they come out with. But when you think about it, they have 4 members for each thing, so I'm like wondering, are they going to release 2 more Canadians later on? That'd be sweet.
Maybe. I like the fact that they... I don't know what it is about Siege. It's weird because multiplayer-only games, I typically play them and then I'm like done. Even Rocket League, I loved it.
The best way to put it is... Hey, it's our song.
You can't have
it. It surprisingly has a lot of replayability. Is the big thing.
But it's because the matches are more in depth than just shoot each other and kill each other. And that's why I think Overwatch is going to be better, because you have these ultimate abilities that make it really fun, and you can switch characters mid-game, actually, in Overwatch, which I'm really excited for. But this game is very, like, okay, yes, it is 5v5, but one's on defense, and you put up a million barricades, you have a special ability to set booby traps, you can throw barbed wire on the floor, you can do all sorts of stuff, and I don't know,
I was excited
it's deep.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, a new Rainbow Six game, because I loved Vegas 2. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 was amazing. But when I found out it was multiplayer only, I kind of got a little scared and was very hesitant on getting it. Ask Matt. I looked at it on PSN for like a day and a half before I actually bought it. I was contemplating it hard, and then got it, and I haven't regretted it since. It's been really fun.
It's good. I've liked it a lot. And the progression system doesn't feel too slow. If you win a match, you get a lot of the currency that you can use to buy, and the only thing that they have that are really designed to be bought with real money is weapon skins, which I give 2 shits about, and I don't care about any of that. Because they give you enough without having to buy a booster.
No, I know.
That I find that you can buy everything.
The biggest thing that I'm really confused about the game, because they never explained on and you don't know what it does, is the level system. So you level up as you go. Like, I'm ranked 17. Mike's probably ranked like 19 now.
17.
17 now. I know at rank 20 it unlocks ranked mode. I don't know what the other... Like, I saw a guy who was a rank 75 last night.
All it is, though, is...
It's just bragging rights? That's it? Alright.
Once you get to rank 20, you can do ranked, and that's you're supposed to go in with 5 people and be good. I'm probably never going to play that. I'm only going to play casual.
Okay, casual's still fun. And people aren't complete dicks on casual. There's a lot of them. But not all of them. The team killers, but they have a good system. If you kill more than 2 people in the match, you get kicked.
It's a good system.
More of your teammates, so just, don't kill your teammates. Don't be that guy. Oh, I need to take out the cold inside us again.
I need to take a nap.
You can't do that until, like, 11:30.
I could do that before I go home.
Just gonna use Matt's bed.
Yeah. Shush.
And Josh, your phone's been going off for 3 hours. How long have I been here? It's 3 in the morning.
It's
You don't want to see me after I drink.
It's Friday.
I'm just done. It sounds stupid, but I'm like hyper. I'm very, very vulnerable to like any sort of sleeping, any medication that has things that make you sleep. If I take a nighttime Tylenol, like for cold, like last week when I was doing that, when I wake up, I'm not even coherent. Like,
yeah, I just remembered.
That's like when I was running a fever of 103 or whatever it was. When I was really sick that week. I wasn't coherent in between.
I have chicken noodle soup.
That's exciting.
Chicken noodle soup when you're sick is great.
It's good the rest of the time too, but okay.
It's chunky chicken noodle soup too. It's got nice big chunks of chicken.
Ooh la la.
What other something Mike?
What other were you planning on streaming this week, Mike?
What other games?
Firewatch for sure. So my plan for tonight is I'm going to stream. If I'm playing with Sam, we might not stream it. Who knows? But you guys are welcome to come play with us. We're going to play Siege tonight. But tomorrow morning, when I wake up, I'm going to try and stream as much of Soma as I can before my wife gets home from work. Then I'm going to spend, obviously, the evening with her. And when she goes to bed, I'm going to start streaming Firewatch. I'm going to do the full playthrough of that. The next day, I'm going to work on Soma again. Hopefully, and
did we do a price on Firewatch yet?
I'm predicting it's going to be 20 or 25, I think, or 30 maybe.
It's still not up on PSN.
I have enough on my PSN network to pay for it.
You can't go buy it. That's the thing. Like, you can't pre-order it, which is weird. And there's no physical copies anywhere. Oh, sorry.
Anybody?
Motherfucker.
Yeah, whatever.
Anybody know how long of a game it's going to be?
What? My shiny metal ass. I started watching Futurama again. Oh,
I love that show.
piece of art. And then I think now, because we were talking about Adventure Time at work tonight and Rick and Morty, if you really want a messed up show to watch Rick and Morty.
Never watched Adventure Time or Rick and Morty.
Adventure Time is just awesome because you're watching it and you think, oh my god, I'm a kid watching a Saturday morning cartoon again. It is awesome, and the episodes are 11 minutes long.
Huh.
So there's 2 episodes per episode. So there's part A and part B.
So it's like Robot Chicken?
Yes. So they're 11 minutes. They all tell a story. The weird thing is there's no structure. But if you go into season 4, you're not going to understand some stuff that's going on because they covered it in season 1. But it's still a phenomenal show.
I can't wait for Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Love that show.
I cannot wait for... See the one I made this week?
Nope.
Oh,
Still no Firewatch.
You done did good.
You done did good?
You done did good.
Done did good.
When's the following come out?
Following comes out...
Tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah,
Tomorrow.
comes out tomorrow. We'll be playing that later in the week, though. That's done.
Crimson Doubles.
What's Crimson Doubles?
Destiny's event for
Destiny's
Valentine's Day.
events for Valentine's Day.
I don't know. Destiny's become, I like Destiny, but right now, if I wanted to play Destiny, I just feel like I'd be doing more good bashing my head against the wall repeatedly. That was aggressive.
It was aggressive.
I might stream Naruto sometime this week. Oh, Nanu. You just said magic to my ears. I want that game.
What game?
Nanu. Nanu. I want Nanu. I want Nanu the game.
I want Nanu the game.
It's Naruto. Like Naruto.
Nanu the game would take place in Mexico. It would be a... What type of game would that be?
Action adventure with a massive love interest.
I'm going to say twin stick shooter.
Ooh.
And he has to try and fight his way to Texas with Beetlejuice.
Ooh.
Strapped to his back.
No, that's just his abilities. Like, he gets special Beetlejuice abilities.
No, you can tag in and tag out with actual Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It's very WWE-esque fighting game. Yeah, it's perfect. I think we might have a multi-billion-dollar game here.
I don't think that's the case at all.
If by multi-billion you mean no billions.
Yeah. Although I bet you if you
us multi-billion.
I bet you if you make any sort of game now, you probably do get some sort of return on it if you are careful, because so many people buy games just to see what they're like now. And
he said they already made my game, Guacamelee.
No, that game sucked. It wasn't you.
that game was awesome.
That game was
I didn't
great.
like it.
Yeah, it's because you played it by
You like it 'cause
yourself.
you're
I did
old.
like
Me and Matt played
I'm not old!
Yeah.
No,
I'm older than you, but-
wait. Me and Matt played it together. I think we
Matt
even
and I.
have... Fuck you.
Okay.
Matt and I probably even have a YouTube video up on it, but we played it and Mike watched us. It's actually really fun with friends.
I played it by myself and I found it really
boring by
annoying
yourself.
and boring.
I played it by myself and I liked it because I'm not 100
Nor am I.
Aren't you
physically.
younger than he is?
Yeah,
Physically.
I'm the second oldest around this table when Matt's here.
I'm the oldest, though.
He's actually the oldest though,
Yeah.
because he's like 172
Well, yeah, because,
in spirit.
when you have a family, you gain 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
Or you just live Josh's life.
Yeah.
Think about it.
I remember party phones, okay?
My life's been tough. I had to live in an apartment at one point by myself.
My life hasn't been that tough.
No, my life hasn't.
In comparison.
I can't complain.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed
know what?
the podcast
I'm
tonight.
still 5.10 feet above ground. That's all that matters.
I am at best like 0.5 feet above
I'm
ground.
saying my height. Like my actual height is 5'10", so do you get the joke?
No, I'm just...
That
1
means
foot.
0.3% of you is that high out of the ground. And technically you'd want to add 6 to that because you need to be buried 6 feet under. That's typically the way it works. So it would be
I'm gonna
11.10.
throw some back at you.
Age before beauty, boys.
Age before beauty.
Yeah.
In some circumstances.
That's because you need to be behind the age in case they fall.
I fell twice on Friday.
Yeah.
I hurt my hip.
Yeah, I fell when I was shoveling the driveway during that storm that they said was going to be 10 to 15 centimeters and was 37.
Yeah.
I woke up.
Curse.
Right?
I woke up and my car didn't start, so I had to walk to work, basically. It was great.
My neighbor wanted to be able to return a laptop, so he snow blew my driveway before I got home.
Did you let him return it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you did.
10:30 at night, I get home and I just drive my car right in. I'm like, yep, gonna take care of Mark tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it was within policy, but
Yeah.
I think we don't need to.
We don't need to
remind me when we're done here to talk about Mark. Just remind me that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
That's
how
my
I
neighbor,
feel.
Mark, not.
I feel like garbage.
What? Not your neighbor, Mark.
I know.
Another
I
Mark.
was saying that's who snow blew my
Yeah,
driveway.
and not the Mark you're thinking of in your head either. It's just an easy way for me to remember without telling them that I'm going to talk about somebody, but actually in a nice way.
Yay!
Yeah.
Niceness.
Yeah.
What?
Yes,
Love.
I know, it's all
Prosperity.
just, yeah.
My brain!
Love and
Bunch of show-
prosperity. I'm sorry.
I know we have a Patreon exclusive, by the way, video to make. We're waiting until next week because Matt will be here, so we'll record that on our own. He'll
Don't
be
play
here.
with their emotions. Don't play with their emotions.
He'll be here. I'm probably going to go get him on Saturday.
That would be perfect because I'm going to drive him back
Yes,
on
I know
Tuesday.
that. That's why I was asking what day does it need to be picked up, and I was assuming it was Saturday. And if it
Or,
is,
you
then I'm
know,
gonna
if
go get
his awesome roommate told him that he just paid the gas, he can take my car. And I'll find a different way to work.
him. He could have taken mine this week. I'm on vacation.
I need mine.
Actually, no. I took 3 dogs today to the groomer. That wouldn't have been easy when I walked. If I had to walk.
I'm not taking vacation until October.
I hope to be taking vacation at the end of the month.
All right.
That's a big...
We're rambling on. If
All
nobody's
right.
talking in the chat,
No one is.
then thank you very much for
Bye,
joining
I
our
love
stream.
you.
Go to patreon.com if you like our content, and please send in topics because you get a chance to win a t-shirt. Aethor won one last month, and he can tell you that it is awesome and has a awesome, soft, high-quality feel.
I thought you were going to say logo, but,
No, it does have an awesome logo because
That's
Krista
it.
designs those.
Because, it's not...
We will be back next Monday as per usual, hopefully with our beard. And, yeah. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks for watching the stream. And look for my streams. Hopefully this week I'm going to do my best.
Peace out.
Peace out. As Sam would say, we're still talking. We're still
We're still talking. We're still talking.
Goodbye.